Ted Bundy. The FBI suspects him of being America's worst sex killer, murdering possibly 40 co-eds in 6 states over a 5-year period. In Seattle, he was a law student, suicide therapist, and assistant to the governor. When he wrote the official review of state crime laws, his friends and teachers were sure one day he'd be governor himself. The police were sure he'd murdered sleeping women with such fury that he ripped apart their bed frames, then bludgeoned and raped them with the metal bars. But police never had enough proof to go to court. Bundy never left fingerprints, and eyewitnesses never recognized his constantly changing face. When he grabbed a 12-year-old girl running to her gym class and dragged her to his car, a passerby thought he was an angry father beating his sobbing child. Bundy stuffed her mangled corpse in an abandoned pigsty.
He said he was going to get me, okay? You've got the indictment. It's all you're going to get.
In Tallahassee, he was finally indicted for mass murder.
I'll plead not guilty right now.
And your grand jurors being present in said court further gives the court to be informed and understand the appeal.
I'll be heard.
He tore up the indictment in the elevator.
If you will, reading him if you will, reading his...
But was brought to trial.
How you doing? Aren't you getting tired of Florida?
During the night of January 15th, 1978, Ted Bundy crept into the Chi Omega sorority house with a club. He exploded from bedroom to bedroom in a frenzy, savagely assaulting co-ed after co-ed.
The testimony showed that the frontal area of the brain of the skull was fractured, jagged, and exposed a portion of the brain. She was left in her own bed in a pool of blood. As to count 2 of the indictment, the court finds while the victim was in her bed, was stripped of her night clothing, one nipple was incised and bit off. There was evidence of vaginal and anal trauma, and she was left in a pool of blood in her own bed.
It was determined, of course, that there was a bite mark.
A clear bite mark had been made in the buttocks of one victim. It matched Bundy's teeth as precisely as a fingerprint.
Well, you know, I believe in my presence. Good. Then, Bundy, Bedford, and I'll be in the court. Sit down, Mr. Bundy.
Yes, please. Come on.
Sit down, Mr. Bundy.
It's cool. I'm not going to be in this room when the jury walks in. I'm not going through this, and you knew that, Your Honor.
Sit down.
You know how far you can push me. You want to make a circus? You've got a circus, and you'll have this. I'll rain on you, Parade Jack. You'll see a thunderstorm. This will not be the path that'll draw me you to rain.
Bundy, sit down.
It's not to be a party to me.
Okay, please, water. You understand?
And if there's any more delay in this court's proceeding occasioned by your voluntary acts, we're proceeding without you.
Since I have been in Dade County, I've been allowed
Don't shake your finger at me, young man. Don't shake your finger at me, young man.
But Bundy couldn't stop the testimony of 3 co-eds who miraculously survived his brutal fury.
Some of my teeth were knocked out. I had broken facial bones. I had a broken arm and a crushed finger.
Her jawbone was held together by a metal pin. Damage to the inner ear forced another survivor to abandon her career in ballet.
I had 5 skull fractures and multiple contusions in my head. And because of the skull fractures, the 8th nerve was damaged, and I lost the hearing in my left ear and the equilibrium. And I had a broken jaw, and my left shoulder was pulled out of joint.
Mr. Bundy? Yes.
Would you point him out then for the court? Objection. I'll let point him out for the purpose of the motion. ordered that on such scheduled date that you be put to death by a current of electricity.
His mother listened to the end.
And such current of electricity shall continue to pass through your body until you are dead. It's a tragedy for this court to see. It's such a total waste, I think, of humanity that I've experienced in this court. You're a bright young man. If you made a good lawyer, I'd love to have you practice in front of me, but you went another way, partner. Take care of yourself.